Welcome to our deep dive into the tech monopoly, where a few companies control the market, stifling innovation and prioritizing profits over sustainability. We're talking about the phones in our pockets, the laptops we work on, the very infrastructure of our digital lives. It's a system carefully designed to keep you consuming, upgrading, and ultimately trapped. Now, you might be thinking, but Tom, I love my new phone. It takes stunning selfies, and it can even predict what kind of pizza I want. And you know what? You're right to enjoy it. These devices can be amazing tools. But the problem is, the true cost is often hidden, buried under layers of marketing and sleek design. Over the next few minutes, we're going to peel back those layers, expose the uncomfortable truths, and hopefully inspire you to demand something better. Because the future of technology doesn't have to be a choice between innovation and exploitation. We can have both. Let's talk about what your phone is actually made of. No, not the cool touchscreen or the fancy processor. I'm talking about the guts, the casing, the stuff most of us never even see. It's often a cocktail of low-cost plastics, materials that are cheap to produce but carry a hefty environmental price tag. And where do these materials come from? Well, often from countries with lax labor laws and questionable environmental regulations, because maximizing profit means minimizing costs, even if it means exploiting vulnerable communities and ecosystems halfway across the world. But the real kicker, your phone isn't designed to last. It's designed to break down, to become obsolete in a year or two, forcing you back into the upgrade cycle. This is called planned obsolescence. And it's the engine that keeps this whole profit machine chugging along. Remember that new phone smell? That's the scent of your hard-earned money evaporating, replaced by the promise of a slightly shinier, slightly faster device you probably don't even need. And don't even get me started on the right to repair movement. These companies are fighting tooth and nail to prevent you from fixing your own devices, forcing you to rely on their expensive, often unnecessary repairs. It's a vicious cycle, designed to keep you consuming and then profiting. But hey, at least your Instagram feed looks fantastic, right? That shiny new phone in your hand, it has a dark side. The mining of rare earth metals, essential for those sleek touchscreens and powerful batteries, is devastating entire ecosystems. We're talking toxic wastelands, polluted water supplies, and communities displaced in the name of progress. And then there's the e-waste. Millions of tons of discarded electronics, laden with heavy metals and toxic chemicals, are piling up in landfills around the world, leaching into the soil and water, poisoning the planet and its people. But hey, at least you can order a ride-sharing service from your phone to take you to a climate change protest, right? It's almost comical, the level of cognitive dissonance required to participate in this system. The tech monopoly wants you to believe that this level of environmental destruction is simply the price of progress. But that's a lie. It's the price of their greed, their relentless pursuit of profit at the expense of everything else. There are alternative, sustainable ways to produce and consume technology, but they're not profitable enough for the tech giants, so they're actively suppressed, buried under a mountain of marketing and misinformation. Remember when a new phone actually felt new? When it wasn't just a slightly faster processor and a camera with a few more megapixels? Yeah, me too. But those days are long gone. See, the tech monopoly has perfected the art of the incremental upgrade. They drip-feed us new features, just enough to justify a new purchase, but never enough to truly innovate or disrupt their own dominance. They hold back features, artificially limiting the lifespan of their products, forcing you to upgrade, not because you need to, but because you've been conditioned to crave the latest and greatest, even if the greatest is barely an improvement at all. It's like being stuck on a treadmill, running and running, but never actually going anywhere. You're paying more, consuming more, and for what? A slightly better camera, a slightly faster processor. Is that really worth the environmental and ethical cost? This isn't innovation, it's manipulation. It's a carefully calculated strategy to keep you trapped in a cycle of consumption, endlessly chasing the next shiny object while the planet burns and the real innovators are silenced. Ever wonder why it seems like the same handful of companies dominate the tech landscape? It's not because they're the only ones with good ideas. It's because they've rigged the game in their favor. They form exclusive partnerships, locking out competitors and controlling access to essential technologies. They acquire promising startups not to nurture their innovation, but to absorb them, to neutralize any potential threat to their dominance. And then there's the patent hoarding, a legal minefield designed to stifle competition and protect their monopolies. It's like playing a board game where one player starts with all the properties and the rest of us are just along for the ride. This lack of competition stifles innovation, it limits consumer choice, and it allows these tech giants to dictate the terms of our digital lives. They control the platforms, the devices, the very infrastructure of our online existence. Think of the biggest names in tech. Now, imagine them not as separate entities, but as interconnected nodes in a vast web of power and influence. This isn't a conspiracy theory, folks. It's just good business. These companies share board members, investors, and lobbyists. They engage in cozy backroom deals and cross-company agreements, all designed to protect their collective interests and maintain their grip on the market. They exploit loopholes and manipulate regulations, using their vast wealth and influence to shape the very laws that are supposed to govern them. It's a rigged system designed by the powerful for the powerful. And we, the consumers, are caught in the middle. We're the product, our data mined and monetized, our attention spans meticulously harvested and sold to the highest bidder. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, to feel like the tech monopoly is too big, too entrenched to challenge. But don't give up hope just yet. There are alternatives, glimmers of a future where technology serves humanity, not the other way around. Imagine a world where your phone is made from sustainable, ethically sourced materials designed to be repaired and upgraded, not discarded after a year or two. Imagine devices powered by renewable energy, built to last, to empower, to connect us without exploiting us. There are innovators out there working on open source hardware, developing alternative operating systems, exploring the potential of hemp-based electronics and magnet-powered generators. These are the seeds of a more sustainable, more equitable tech future. But these innovators can't do it alone. They need our support, our investment, our willingness to demand better from the companies we choose to do business with. The tech monopoly wants you to believe that this is just the way things are, that their dominance is inevitable, that there's no alternative to their extractive, exploitative model. But that's simply not true. Empower yourself to demand change. Support open source innovation, sustainable alternatives, and companies that prioritize users and the planet over monopolistic practices. Together, we can break the tech monopoly. It's time to build a tech future that works for everyone, not just a select few, a future where innovation and sustainability go hand in hand, where technology empowers us to create a more just and equitable world.